So, this is my first ever My Thoughts video, and, well, basically it's my thought. These videos will be about my thoughts on things that are happening, like new movies that are be coming out or new video games. Unfortunately, my first My Thoughts video will be centered around the CGI live-action remake of The Lion King. I could accept remaking Cinderella. I could accept that. I wasn't a big fan of the original anyways. I never bought the whole fairy tale princess Disney movies. But I could also accept The Jungle Book because, well, the human was the least interesting character in that movie, and I thought, well, maybe in a live action movie with CGI animals that can make the human a lot more interesting. Haven't seen it yet, probably should get on that, but anyways, I could accept a CGI live action remake of The Lion King. Well, not The Lion King, the Beauty and the Beast. But one of The Lion King, I cannot accept. Disney's little remake obsession, which I don't really understand. There was nothing wrong with the originals. But anyways, well, most of them. There's nothing wrong with their original movies. And, well, a live-action remake of The Lion King makes literally no sense. So yes, I'm in the group of people that's like, no, Disney, just no. You shouldn't do this. Don't do this. Okay? Yes, I know you're on a roll with your whole live-action remakes, but this is not going to end well. Lion King is a movie that needs to be told in animation. 2D animation. Not any other style, not CGI live action. No, I wouldn't even accept a 3D animated remake of The Lion King, so there was no reason to, and I'm not gonna say that the director behind this is terrible or anything. He's done good movies before, great movies actually. But of all the movies they could have chose to remake in live action, why did they do something that really wasn't all that good of a movie? Like, I don't know. Sleeping Beauty. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Sleeping Beauty, and I'll review that eventually, but I'm just saying, the Sleeping Beauty, the animated movie, was not all that great. Not living up to Disney standards. Why not make a live-action remake of that? Why do The Lion King? They've got so many other movies they could have picked from. I'm not saying that I want them to go into a live-action remake of Sleeping Beauty, because I probably still wouldn't like it. But, you know. This is more of a rant, but oh well. See, here's the thing. The Lion King is built to be a 2D animated film. It's meant to be that, and it's meant to be an animated 2D musical. I can say this now, they are not going to be able to pull off a CGI live action musical, which means it's going to have none of the original elements from The Lion King. made it so great in the musical department. Yes, it'll probably have some amazing score, but the actual singing songs played an important role to Lion King's success, too. All I know is this, is if I'm raging right now over this, but I will be raging even worse if they cast Mufasa's voice actor to be anyone other than James Earl Jones. Let's face it, you can't do that. He has to be the voice of Mufasa in this remake, even though I don't approve of the remake, I don't want the remake. You know, so I'll hate it even more if he's not cast to voice Mufasa, seriously. I mentioned earlier in my yesterday in my Lilo and Stitch movie review of Chris Sanders and how he worked on The Lion King and all that. And now I bet you he's sitting over in DreamWorks like, thank God I left that company. He's probably over there just like, no, you can't do that to that movie, please. It's like, it's a terrible decision. It's like, I bet she's over there cringing right now about whether or not they'll make a Lilo and Stitch live action remake. Oh my God, I just had to say that. Please, Disney, do not do that. The Lion King's one thing, but Lilo and Stitch is my all-time favorite Disney movie. And if you make a CGI live action remake of that, I will burn Disney Studios to the ground. Is there anyone that's actually excited for this, though? Because, I mean, if they wanted to make more money off of the Lion King franchise, too, like, the whole thing, why didn't they just re-release it in theaters again? And they did before in 3D. I mean, they don't have to re-release it in 3D again. They can just re-release it as it originally was, and people will still go see it. It dominated the box office for 2 weeks during that re-release in 3D, so I'm slowly losing faith in Disney, and then Zootopia came along and won that faith back, and now they just took it away again with a live-action CGI remake of The Lion King. I know a lot of people were upset about the whole live-action remake of Dumbo, and that didn't upset me as nearly as much as this, for obvious reasons. Which I don't think they should do the live-action remake of Dumbo either. And least of all with Tim Burton directing it. Is why do this to us, Disney? Just I do not support this decision at all, and I do not care for it, and I hate it, and I just wish Disney would just get away from making live-action remakes and put their efforts into Marvel and Star Wars now, and no, put all your efforts back into your animation department, because those people are the ones that really revived Disney, like brought it from its series of mediocre movies. You have a animation studio that made you 2 movies in a row that grossed $1 billion. It's just, why do that? I'll be the first to admit I don't care for Frozen, but it made you a lot of money. so did Zootopia. Just go for the animation studio. Stop with this remake crap. Anyways, those are my thoughts on a live-action remake of The Lion King. So, thanks for watching.